Speaker, we are the first government in Australia's history with a majority of women in our ranks. And as the And as the Finance Minister and the Minister for Women often says, we know equality for women is not an add-on, it's not a nice-to-have, it's absolutely crucial for our prosperity. That's why we've taken action to close the gender pay gap, introduced 10 days of paid family and domestic violence leave, made gender equity an objective of the Fair Work Act and put a new focus on workers in the care economy. And on 1 July, Australians will begin to benefit from cheaper early childhood education and enhanced paid parental leave. And tonight we build on this work by dedicating almost $590 million to the National Plan to End Violence Against Women and Children, and investing $72.4 million to retain and recruit more early childhood educators, and by abolishing the punitive Parents Next program while getting on with designing a voluntary system that genuinely supports mothers preparing for work. Speaker, alongside financial support for Australians in need, we're also investing in new programs to tackle entrenched disadvantage, putting our trust in the knowledge and passion of locals to break the chains of intergenerational poverty. I see it in my own community, library programs unlocking the world of learning, sporting clubs building pride, community groups mentoring young people into apprenticeships, breakthroughs and progress driven by locals and leaders. And tonight we back their hard work with a $200 million plan which includes funding place-based partnerships, encouraging evidence-based policy directed at a local level, investment in projects that are delivering measurable success, a new partnership that will help government and philanthropy to coordinate their efforts. And in addition, more funding for community organisations so that they can pay their bills and pay their workers and keep delivering for people in need. This will sit alongside $1.9 billion for First Nations health, housing, education, employment and other essential services, and $250 million for a new Central Australia package to improve safety and provide more opportunities for more people in their communities. Speaker, from energy bill reliefs to national defence, manufacturing to Medicare, investments in this budget aim to make Australia more resilient and more secure in uncertain times. And fundamental to this is our responsible economic management and our efforts to put the budget on a much stronger foundation. This budget, we've returned 82% of the extra revenue windfall that's come largely from lower unemployment, stronger jobs and wages growth, and higher prices for key exports. We've now returned 87% over this budget and the last. We've also found $17.8 billion in savings and redirected spending, $40 billion over 2 budgets. And we've limited annual real spending growth to just 0.6% over 5 years. Because our first 2 budgets made such a firm commitment to responsibility and restraint, we are now forecasting a small surplus in 2022-23, which would be the first in 15 years. Yeah.